You know that feeling when you have an incredible breakthrough, maybe after a powerful meditation, or you just finished attending a retreat. You're walking around feeling all confident, abundant. You are the unstoppable version of you. And then 3 hours later, you're back to your old anxious, limited patterns, wondering what the hell just happened. Well, what I'm about to tell you is going to explain why this keeps happening and why every mindset coach who is telling you to just stay positive is completely missing the point. Because if willpower and positive thinking actually worked, I'd be a billionaire with six-pack by now. Okay? I'm not telling you, willpower does work, but it's not the complete thing. Okay? And I used to live in this constant cycle of breakthrough and breakdown. Okay? Like a yo-yo. I'd have these amazing moments where I felt that I finally cracked the code. I was confident, abundant. I was the elevated version of myself that I knew I could be. I knew I could do anything. I'd be walking around thinking, this is it. I've finally changed. I'm never going back to my old self. Then I'd come home for dinner with my family. And let me tell you, within 10 minutes, my mom would make some comment about my life choices. And boom, right back to being the insecure 16-year-old self. It was like I had multiple personalities and I couldn't control which one showed up. Let's be real, okay? You've had this experience. You've experienced this. You feel amazing after a meditation or a personal development session, a coaching session, a retreat. You're embodying your new confident self, your abundant self, your successful self. Then you check your phone, or you face a challenge, or you interact with others, and suddenly you're back to your old patterns. Well, this happens because our nervous system is still programmed to our familiar identity, and it pulls us back to whatever feels safe, even when that familiar state is limiting. It's like our body is that friend who always wants to go to the same restaurant, even though you're trying to eat healthier. Come on, let's just go to that pizza joint that we like, right? Not even the healthy wood fire stuff, but the nasty ass processed stuff. So when we enter our normal environment, your workplace, your friends, the people you spend time with, everything around us is designed to reinforce our old identity. So our brain recognizes familiar cues and automatically activates old neural pathways. And people treat you based on who you used to be, triggering your old responses. It's like you're trying to be a new person, but everyone around you is reading from the old script. Because you're out here trying to be confident you, but your environment is like, nah, come on. We like the old version of you. Bring back the version of you who overthinks, who apologizes for everything, who says sorry for everything, even though it's not their fault. You're fighting against years of conditioning with just willpower and positive thinking. Good luck with that. Here's the thing. Your body interprets your new identity as unfamiliar and potentially dangerous. So it creates resistance to pull you back to known patterns. Well, this shows up as self-sabotage, procrastination, which is what I work with most of my clients on, or suddenly losing motivation right when you're about to have a breakthrough. Well, that's your nervous system. Hey, listen, if you've been feeling stuck but you know you're capable of more, then I've got a few spots available for my one-on-one mentorship. And in this program, I'll personally guide you through my identity frequency mapping process to break through the patterns holding you back so you can create the results you've been chasing. Whether that's more income, more freedom to spend time with your loved ones, physical healing, or finding that soul-led relationship, or finally living that dream life that you've been longing for. Now, I only work with a few clients a month to keep the quality of my services high and to give you my full attention. So spots tend to fill up very, very quickly. So if you are sick and tired of flawed manifestation techniques that are complex or don't even work and want simplicity, then book a call to speak with my team who have been personally guided by me. Link is in the description. Now back to the video. Saying it would rather keep you in familiar limitation than risk the unknown of your new potential. Like your body is a security guard who's way too good at his job. Dude, ma'am, sorry, you can't enter this VIP section of your own life. You are not on the list. The worst part about all this is that I could feel how real those elevated emotional states were. Those elevated states, I could feel how real they were. Like when I was that confident, abundant identity, it wasn't fake. It felt more authentic than my normal self, but I just couldn't sustain it. And it was so exhausting trying to maintain this new version of myself. And I started thinking, Maybe I was just destined to be mediocre, like to be normal. And come on, let's be honest about willpower. It runs out fast, especially when you need it the most. And so that's when I discovered something that changed everything. My new identity wasn't reverting back because I lacked willpower or I wasn't trying hard enough. Believe me, I was trying. But it was reverting back because my nervous system was literally programmed to my old identity. And it was treating my new self like a threat. And my body was pulling me back to what felt familiar and safe, even though what felt safe was actually keeping me limited. And that is one of the reasons why change is uncomfortable, but even saying that is limiting, and it's just a belief in itself. Change can be easy. And so permanent identity transformation happens when you rewire your nervous system to feel safe in your new identity through identity frequency mapping. Because this process clears the interference patterns that keep you pulling back and installs new neural pathways that make your desired identity feel natural and familiar. When your nervous system is reprogrammed at the cellular level, your new identity becomes your automatic response, not something you have to constantly maintain through effort. Now, if you don't have access to identity frequency mapping, you can do this through meditation or even hypnosis as well. But if you're tired of feeling like you're on a breakthrough roller coaster, up and down, up one day, down the next, stop blaming your willpower. Start working with your nervous system, not against it. And identity frequency mapping isn't about positive thinking or forcing yourself to act differently, but it's about clearing the distortion patterns that keep pulling us back into our old self, into old patterns, and installing new neural pathways so your identity becomes your default setting. And imagine what your life would look like if you didn't have to fight to be your best self. If it was just who you are automatically. And if you're ready to stop reverting back and start living as your true self, check out the link in my description to learn more about identity frequency mapping. Because here's the thing, your new identity doesn't have to be a temporary high, but it can be your new normal.